Hi everybody and welcome today to a new video focusing on 2022's N7-day teaser for the secret transmission and what it hints at, showing us what we could see in the next Mass Effect game. So let's get right into it.
Lockhart QT.
So if you didn't know, bioware are currently in pre-production for a new Mass Effect game featuring Liara T'Soni, a character returning from the original trilogy games. And to tease us fans on the next bioware title, bioware themselves dropped a secret transmission in N7 Day of 2022 which looked and sounded like this. After it was released, SoundCloud user Mosaic Horse then decoded the secret message, and the audio seems to be a mix of Geth sounds, sort of gargled transmissions, and a few audible words from Liara. So here's the full decoded version.
I can see it. How did we miss this? Exactly. The Council will be furious. Although they should know by now not to underestimate human defiance. Perhaps was the most endearing trait.
So we already knew Liara would be making some sort of an appearance in the next Mass Effect game, whether it be a NPC or a squad mate, as she's obviously in the reveal trailer from the Game Awards back in 2020, but now it seems she's got something to say and might even play a bigger role, whether it be the Shadow Broker or a Matriarch. Again, we'll have to wait and see. Here's what she says roughly in the transmission, transcribed by myself, so again, a few of the words may not actually be correct until we hear it from bioware themselves. Exactly, the Council will be furious, although they should know by now not to underestimate human defiance. This is really interesting, as in the original trilogy, Shepard was constantly defying the Council's direct orders to save them from, for example, a Geth invasion, as well as the Reapers, the Collectors. The Council wouldn't listen to us time and time again, but obviously we proved them wrong. So whoever we're playing as, it could be sort of this mentality again, where we're sort of defying the Council, defying the Alliance, sort of going above and beyond under the radar to save the day, which I'm all there for. The audio then continues, with Liara saying the following: "I see it. How did we miss this?" Again, even with all the context in this video, we currently don't have a bloody Scooby-Doo what this means, but if I had to speculate, it sounds as if Liara and co have been essentially doing something of, they found something of importance that may or may not be Geth related, as it seems as though throughout the actual transmission footage, as you heard earlier, you can hear sort of Geth sound effects and Geth noises, and if you play these sort of side by side with Geth voice lines from the original trilogy, they sound almost identical. And with all of this information, we also have the fact that Legion's voice actor also liking and commenting on loads of posts and actual bioware devs posting things about the next Mass Effect game, so again we'll have to wait and see if the Geth do indeed return. Next up, we have the text in the bottom left corner of the transmission. Now if you read this text here, there are a few things to go off here. Firstly, the captain's name is a Quarian, or either that or a human that comes from a Quarian family. Again, we'll have to wait and see. So that rules this space station out from being Cerberus related, as Cerberus are pro-human and mostly xenophobic. And we can also see here that the space station itself is described with having some kind of docking bay, so ships are going in and out, so this may indeed be a playable space, a visitable sort of location in the next game. But even more juicy information, there seems to be a date on here. The logged file date reads as 11/07/90. But why is this important, you ask? Well, this could be referring to November 7th or July 11th, depending on sort of which region you're in. 2190, which would put this in the timeline roughly 4 years after Mass Effect 3's ending, which would explain why characters such as the Geth and Liara could also be returning. And lastly, we have the footage itself in the background. In the background we can see lots of space vehicles as well as the space station, and all of this fits thematically and within the same form language as vehicles and structures in the Mass Effect universe already. The space station has loads of docking ports, as I mentioned earlier, and they're clearly labelled, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Firstly, this structure looks almost as if it's a man-made Mass Effect relay, which obviously allows ships to travel from galaxy to galaxy very quick. Sorry, well, not galaxy to galaxy, but system to system very quickly, which would be really interesting for the story, as in the Perfect Destroy ending, which people are theorising to be the canon ending for the next game, most of the relay's contacts are actually destroyed, so maybe the Alliance or Cerberus or some kind of third party build new ones. And we also have the designation here being MR7. This is Mass Effect Relay 7, it's got to be. And the only thing going against this theory is the actual colour scheme and the form language. It certainly looks like and matches up with Cerberus's form language, who usually wear white and yellowy orange. So maybe the next game's story takes place during a galactic civil war, where Cerberus essentially fill a power vacuum left by the fact that a lot of the Alliance ships and big, like Asari ships, Turian ships, and notable people high up in the ranks were killed off in the Reaper War in Mass Effect 3. So again, we'll have to wait and see how Cerberus fit into it, or if they even fit into it at all. Either that, or it's just a human colony or a human-made relay made by the Alliance, and it's just been coloured that way for funsies. Again, we'll have to wait and see. So anyway, guys, thank you so much for watching today's video. For more Mass Effect content, don't forget to subscribe to the channel, and if you guys want to check out my other content, I do classic game reviews as well as other things like that. So thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.